Buffy Oak. A small location where people simply sit around and enjoy each other's company. They talk, laugh, and sing without ever arguing, drawing daggers and dying in a gurgling rush of blood. A truly bizarre place.
Hello and welcome, my name is Buggerton at BoredGamer.co.uk and this is episode 13 of our Retro Romp into Dungeon Keeper. This is Buffy Oak. It's, I think, our first level where we have two enemy keepers. We can see the unclaimed portal of one of them, but there's a green keeper and a blue keeper. So we've got a huge area, two portals, lots of rooms already dug out, and this very helpful set of gems right here, which our imps can get stuck into right away. Lovely. Isn't that just good? Now they've already claimed the portals, which is grand. There's two of them, but as you could see on the map, we've got 4 shiny white dots. So hopefully our fly, when he does his little exploration thing, will pass by them and claim those dragons for ourselves. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough imps, so I'm just going to build a few more of those. We need to build a lair for the creatures. A lair! And we want to dig out this completely useless dungeon design. Because, quite frankly, if we're going to be forced into what we can and can't have as our rooms, we might as well just not have rooms. Am I right? I'm totally right. I'm always right. It's Dungeon Keeper. I know everything there is to know about Dungeon Keeper and more. It's actually not strictly true. A few people have corrected me on a few things I've got wrong during this series, and I'd like to thank them, but I won't. Because that's the kind of guy I am. So, oh yeah, I'm just designating digging stuff out without actually building a lair. But here we go. Here's our lair. I'm going to build it right here. It's going to be lovely and big. That's big enough for now. We'll expand it later. We need a hatchery to feed our creatures, obviously, which I think can go here. We'll make it slightly larger than that, but that'll do for now. And most importantly, let's get some warlocks in our dungeon. And of course the dragons will join in once they're claimed. We've got a couple of the dragons, but still 2 of them strolling around like they own the lava. In fact, owning nothing whatsoever. So I'm going to acquire one of our flies, possess it, turn it around, and fly straight towards the dragons. So when a creature's unclaimed on the map, I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. Like that dragon we just passed, and this one, as soon as one of your creatures is near enough, they become yours if they are unclaimed. And they're unclaimed when they've got the many colours around them. So our imps are happily burrowing away, making a decent pocket of money. We're actually going to make our training room right here. And we're going to make it fairly large, because I want to train a lot of creatures, and I want to train a lot of creatures quickly. Because if our memory serves, the enemy is fairly hasty in being quite aggressive. They get through this gold at the bottom quite quickly, and then they get up to this gold. And I think there's 2 pockets here that are surrounded completely by gold, which probably have dungeon specials. That's the word. Dungeon specials. They probably contain dungeon specials. So we'd like to pilfer those. That would be absolutely fantastic. But until that day comes. Now we've got a steady flow of our income. We probably don't need to access any of this gold, and in fact, most likely won't. I'm gonna dig out that wall there, and I see, to get that dungeon special, we are gonna have to go through this way. But like in the last level, the enemy will start building bridges, and will attack us with great gusto. Oh, our treasure room's too small. What a shame. Well, instead of expanding our treasure room, we're simply just going to expand existing rooms to attract more of those creatures that use them. The hatchery, for when we obviously get bile demons, those fatties. really like to eat. But we're going to have to research everything pretty quickly, because otherwise the library's going to be in a dangerous position. I really should have put it over here. I was clearly not thinking straight. But it should be fine. The warlocks only tend to get pissed off and really angry when you've got... when they're level 2, actually, and when they can start firing spells. Before then, they seem to be quite content for people running through their little hovel of learning. Their chaos sanctuary of spirituality and in research. Or research, as you might say if you were from the country I'm from. Oh great, we're under attack. What's that? The fly has found its way into some nonsense. Is that a level 7 dragon? Jesus Christ! Well, that's terrifying. How the shit did they get a dragon that powerful so early? Well, we're boned. Okay, bile demons, right, get training, because we are going to be absolutely fucked if you don't. Excuse my French, but it's really necessary right now. Okay, we're going to build a guard post. Not because we're going to guard anything, but because that's what we do. We build guard posts. I mean, whatever. Oh yeah, orcs. We want orcs, because orcs be bitchin'. My language has really deteriorated this level. I'm very sorry about it. We don't care for the workshop because I don't think we're going to have enough time to get a Horned Reaper. Horned Reaper, of course, being accessible once you have a Dark Mistress, a Bile Demon, and a Troll from the workshop. Oh, no, it's not a guard post we want. That's completely useless. What an idiot. It's barracks. It's like I haven't played this game in a month. I'm sorry for letting everyone down. Now, I'm absolutely fine with my flies buzzing off, if you'll pardon the phrase, and getting themselves killed, because I don't want them. Ah, right, so they built a bridge over to try and access my dungeon, and my imps have very, very handily claimed it, so I've sold it. What a boss. But now we're going to go over here. We're going to dig into there and try and nab that dungeon special. So this is how it's going to work. Yeah, you can go as well. I think we've got enough warlocks, so dragons can go and train. Are we already at our creature cap? We are not. Okay, so their creature cap is 14, which is somewhat pleasing. This is the collapse cave spell. I'm wondering how much damage it's going to deal. I'm going to max level it and just drop it there. Oh, and they've just run away. So that was disappointing. 2,600 gold wasted. Okay, lots of imps. That's... oh, nope, shit, that was the wrong button. I meant to drop more imps, but I didn't. 23 imps, that should do for now. Oh, we got a lovely troll. Yep, you're going to make your room, and then you're going to go and train. Not troll, ogre. Orc! Orc! What is wrong with me today? I think we are going to actually take the opportunity to build a nice, large prison. Because in this level, we're going to need numbers. And I think skeletons do a huge amount of damage, but they... what is this? Increase level, absolutely perfect. Just what we wanted. Skeletons do a really decent amount of damage, but they're very weak. So they're going to be a tricky opponent to combat. Now let's see what happens if we do this. I think this might be the stupidest decision of my gaming career, but we're going to go with it. So we're going to turn on Flee, and we're going to turn on Imprison. We've got lots of imps, we've got lots of creatures, most of whom are training. Got a couple of dragons that are busy not training. Just the one by the looks of things. So that's fine. I'm not going to use this increase level yet because I want my creatures to get a few levels first, so that the increase level does more, obviously. more XP intensive to level up later. But I'm basically opening up my dungeon to attack here by trying to claim this dungeon special. I hope that doesn't come and bite me in the bum. Because if a fight breaks out... No. You're just digging that area. This was a really stupid idea.
You have tunneled into a new area. A new room has
Okay.
been researched.
There was a trap in there? There was another trap in there. And it's a reveal map.
The realm has been
And we're just going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to sell this bridge up here. And any imps out there are going to come back. I don't want them just dying for the sake of it. Okay, so we've got imps, we've got treasure, gold, and now we can see the entire map.
a new spell has
So we can see what they've got. And it's mostly level 1 stuff, but they do have a level 7 dragon, which is kind of terrifying. But it's level 1s and 2s, so we're okay. They've got gems down here. I presume our other enemy has gems, they do. But they're level 2s and 3s. So, okay, we're on a fairly even footing. We're gonna sell all of this. So that, again, we're isolated. And hopefully, we can just continue with what we've got. Aha! Temple. Lovely. Love a temple. Chills out angry creatures and lets me sacrifice imps to the gods. So you're going to stop taking that. You're all going to drop your gold. Hunky dory. Every imp's bored.
a new room has
I'm
been
going to chuck you all in.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice. The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
And we're going to make a bunch more, and we're going to do the same thing all over again. We're going to reassign that for digging out.
With your sacrifice.
Now, I've explained this on levels before, I'll explain it again. When you
Pleased with your
drop imps into the temple, it drops the price of imps by 300. And every time you make an imp, it increases the price by 150. So it eventually means that you can produce a huge number of imps for a very small amount of money. Which is great. And now we have excess imps. I'm going to get the rest of the imps to dig out this gold, which means we'll have multiple sources of income. Not only have we got that pile of gems, which is a permanent source of income, but of course it only lasts... not going to dig out that one. You only get imps attacking 4 sides of it, so it's not massively quick. Realistically, you're going to be hard pressed to run out of it, but having a bigger buffer is good because I'm now training creatures as quickly as I can. We have almost finished researching everything, which means we'll be able to drop the warlocks into... Oh, I didn't mean to slap whatever that was. We've got a dragon in there. You can definitely go and train. So yeah, it's going to be soon that the warlocks are going to be finished with the research. Yeah, they're nearly finished with that one. I think this spell might be a difficult one to research, so who knows. Yes, we'll definitely have a graveyard.
new spell has been researched.
More creatures, the better. Now, with a graveyard, we're going to make sure that the... Oh, that's a new... Oh, lovely! We've got the chicken spell. Okay, this is an awesome spell. This will essentially render that nasty level 7 dragon. Where is he gone? Completely useless. It's a very expensive spell. 1,200. Well, it's quite expensive, but if you power it up, it'll get pretty pricey. There you go. And it just turns him into a harmless chicken. Much easier to kill. So that we'll use liberally during the fights. The lightning spell is a very expensive way to kill enemy creatures, but a really hilarious way to kill imps. You don't need to charge it up much to murder all of their imps. Or indeed, their warlocks. And because we've revealed the map, we can actually kill their creatures with a fair amount of what's the? I don't know the word. But there's surely a word for it.
A new spell has been
Leisure.
researched.
I don't
There's
know.
nothing left to research.
Excellent. There's nothing left to research. All our warlocks are clearly bored. Oh, our dragon's level 5. I must have been chatting for ages. This must be really boring. Okay, so actually, yeah, my forces of darkness are now pretty handy. All we need to do is fight. Oh, a scavenger room. Yeah, let's build one of these. They're very expensive, but they attract hellhounds, which are nice little fighters. They're not the best, but they'll do. And a torture chamber to attract the dark mistresses. Realistically, we're probably already at the creature cap, so it's possibly a little late for this. We are indeed at the creature cap, but that's absolutely fine because all of the creatures we do have are very strong creatures. I think the last thing that I would build is a workshop, just in case we do get a troll and a dark mistress. We can throw them in the temple, make a lovely horned reaper, and finish this level fairly quickly. And also, once my bile demons are very high level, they'll just go ahead and make traps, and that's always a little bit of fun. Oh, but look, they've done it again. Really intent on attempting to slay me, and I'm intent on. Oh fuck! No, that's completely the wrong thing.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Shit!
Creatures are under attack.
Bollocks! Well, I've just stupidly opened this up to a massive fight. Well, tits.
Your creatures are
I can't even drop them next to it because.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
All right, fine. Battle commence.
It is payday. Your creatures are falling in battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
Right, I think I've turned a bunch of them into chickens. I think I might have accidentally turned a bunch of my creatures into chickens, though. Okay, my creatures are clearly way high enough level to sort this out. So hopefully we'll claim this area. I want to claim these bridges, and I want all my creatures to go home content that they've murdered everything.
Your creatures are falling in battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
We do have a decent number of imps. We can build a few more. That's lovely. Yeah, our creatures are just battering the hell out of everything. Gonna pick up the particularly injured ones,
Creatures are falling in battle.
but they're all gonna go to the treasury for payday.
Attacked. Your minions are winning a battle.
Lovely.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Oh,
Your minions
the dungeon heart is under attack.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Well,
Your creatures are falling in battle. A door has been manufactured.
we'll see.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
Now we've got lots of prisoners. That's lovely. We're going to go ahead and resell this bridge because we're nearly ready to fight them, but just a little bit off. Got some lost imps down here. Don't know what they're doing. Now these creatures are going to get back up again, and that's a little upsetting, but whatever. We'll get over it. We lost a few more imps, so we'll make a few more. But obviously, they're nice and cheap. And wow. Okay, so I wasn't even paying attention, but these two orcs, level 5, strolled into the enemy base and slew their dungeon heart without me even paying attention. I guess it's time to finish the game. We're probably good. I was gonna say I'm gonna build a lair over here for the vampire to live in, because the vampires don't get along with warlocks. But what in actual fact is going to happen is I'm going to build a bridge across to here, and I'm going to finish off the blue keeper. Not before using this. So now my creatures are incredibly high level. My real opponent has left the arena. As you can see, everything that he owns, every building he owns, he still owns, all of his creatures have fled out of the portal, and all of his claimed tiles that aren't rooms become unowned. So, yeah, my imps are just gonna lay siege to that. But apparently, Blue Keeper has a bit of gold. So, we're simply gonna put this down. Yeah, deal with my warlocks and my orcs. Oh wow, my warlocks totally got trashed.
Your creatures are under attack. Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. A door has been manufactured.
We're gonna turn off Imprison. We definitely don't need that. That was an oversight.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Okay, we lost all of our orcs. All of our orcs died during the battle.
Creatures are under attack.
That is upsetting. But the rest of the creatures seem to be doing well.
Your minions are winning a battle.
They're down to 10 creatures, 9. We've still got 27. Good grief. Yeah, I think we've got this in the bag, chaps. So there you go, another way of quite handily defeating an enemy keeper. Obviously, I did things as quickly as I could and in possibly the right order. So it made that level look slightly easier, but quick reflexes were what that was about. This level is actually a really tricky one because it doesn't give you any time. There's no time to build up and get going. A lot of games, the AI allows you to turtle, and this just isn't the case in this one. It's a very tricky kind of game, but there we go. Now my creatures should finish off the dungeon heart, and that should be the end of the level. But yeah, as I said, it's a very tricky game to get to grips with when the enemy doesn't give you any time. It's a bit like the first couple of Settlers games. They can be a real pain to handle.
Your creatures are falling in battle. Your dungeon heart is being
You're now a chicken instead of a fly.
Your minions are winning a battle.
What are you going to do, chicken? Oh, run away. Where did it go?
You have claimed an enemy room.
I don't even know where it went. I think someone ate it. Probably.
Your creatures are under attack.
Whatever. Dungeon Heart's about to go down. Lots of gold all over the place because imps carrying gold died. And, yeah, I think... Oh, there we go. There's a transfer creature. It must have been hidden down here. So yeah, there's a hidden room at the bottom of the map as well, which is where the transfer creature was. But this is level 13, so I think only 2 more levels have the transfer creature on. If you wanted to, I think from levels 5 to 15 you can transfer the same creature over and over again to make your travels somewhat easier. But we don't like playing easy mode. We like just winning.
You have claimed an enemy room.
Like that. Brilliant! See you next level, chaps.
Harrylin's down. The people enjoyed each other's company so much that they'll be together forever now. We've thrown them all into a big pit and piled tons of rocks onto them. A fitting end, we trust you'll agree.